and Haiti are bracing for the arrival of Tropical Storm Franklin as it churns toward the island of Hispaniola. The storm threatens to unleash landslides and heavy flooding. The storm today was located about 250 miles south of the Dominican Republic. It had maximum sustained winds of 50 miles per hour. Franklin was forecast to make a sharp turn north on Tuesday and then strengthen before making landfall early Wednesday in Hispaniola. Meanwhile, a tropical depression in the Gulf of Mexico strengthened overnight to become Tropical Storm Harold and was expected to hit the southern Gulf coast of Texas later today. Southern California residents will start the recovery and cleanup effort today after Tropical Storm Hillary swept through the region, knocking down trees, flooding roads, and cutting out power to thousands. The National Hurricane Center said only vestiges of a weakened system was moving over the Rocky Mountains today. Donna Warder has more.
Southern California's first tropical storm in 84 years is causing flooding and mudslides. And Richard Pash of the National Hurricane Center in Miami says the rains will continue.
Certainly through today and into tonight. I think that's our, as far as California, but then those rains are going to spread northward into Nevada and eventually up into other parts of the western United States.
Pash says some areas could get up to 10 inches of rain. The desert resort city of Palm Springs had gotten nearly 3 inches of rain by Sunday evening. I'm Donna Warder.
President Biden returned to the mainland U.S. after visiting Maui yesterday to tour wildfire damage and to talk with survivors and first responders. He promised that the federal government will help for as long as it takes Hawaii to recover from the deadliest U.S. wildfire in more than a century. More from Norman Hall.
The President and First Lady took an aerial tour over Maui.
The country grieves with you.
And made a close-up inspection.
Jill and I have what's left, walked Front Street, what's left of it. We've surveyed the damage from the air as well. The devastation is overwhelming.
And Biden offered national condolences and pledged support.
The country grieves with you, stands with you, and will do everything possible to help you recover, rebuild, and respect culture and traditions when the rebuilding takes place.
Biden named Bob Fenton, a regional leader at the Federal Emergency Management Agency, to be the chief federal response coordinator for the Maui wildfires. I'm Norman Hall.
Former President Trump says he will go to Georgia Thursday to turn himself in to officials there for arraignment on charges accusing him of illegally scheming to overturn his 2020 election loss to President Biden. His bond has been set at $200,000. More from Nina Maria Potts.
The judge in Atlanta in charge of Mr. Trump's case has set bail at $200,000. Mr. Trump can remain free pending trial, but must leave witnesses alone. He denies the charges. The former U.S. president has been charged in 4 separate criminal cases over a 4.5-month period. From Feature Story News in London, I'm Nina Maria Potts.
Leaders of some of the world's largest developing economies will meet today in Johannesburg, South Africa, for the BRICS summit. Russian President Vladimir Putin will be joining via video link-up because of an international arrest warrant against him for the abduction of Ukrainian children by Russian forces. More from Lawrence Brooks.
Putin will instead participate via video call after his trip was complicated by an International Criminal Court arrest warrant issued for him in March over the abduction of children from Ukraine. But Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov will attend in the president's place. Lavrov's press secretary Maria Zakharova shared a video of his arrival on Telegram, welcomed with a traditional South African dance as he stepped off the plane in Johannesburg. The bloc, consisting of Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, is holding its first in-person meeting since the COVID-19 pandemic began. I'm Lawrence Brooks.
And I'm Max Pringle. You're listening to Sojourner Truth on Pacifica Radio.